Welcome to 2K Sports Present. Of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It's the Phoenix Suns facing the Memphis Grizzlies. KD's shot is off. Here's Edey. Over Gobert. Edey gets the bucket. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Pass to Williams. Here's Jerome. Guarded by KD. Edey can't hit. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Suns. Booker with it. Overwhelmed. Shot from the wing. No good from Booker.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
To the inside. Pass to Jerome. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edey. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. It can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
Outside Jackson. Here's Edey. He can't hit that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
And finished off by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Lets it go with the 3. Edey can't hit. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Suns ball. Outside, KD. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
Here's Edey. He has 6. The kick out to Williams. Here's Edey. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams' shot is off. Phoenix leading by 8. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And Phoenix has possession after Memphis gets the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. Pass to Edey. Can't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Gobert's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Sixteen seconds left to play in the first. Morant with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Stojakovic. No good on the 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
The Suns, 21.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
To the paint, takes it from 10. Huff.
Well, there is the defensive anchor of this team, Rudy Gobert, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Back to Morant. Inside, here's Huff. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Payne. Off target with his 3. Phoenix leading by 14. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
The first one falls. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Sun substitution, number 11.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside our test. Booker looking around. Shoots over Morant. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Jackson misses. Suns leading by 18. Gobert down low. Booker with no... Going around, connects from three-point range. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. Morant outside. Pass to Stojakovic. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. They get it back.
Right here.
Booker left side. Makes it off the glass. 9 points for Devin Booker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Morant with a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morant's got himself on the board with 3 there. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Right wing. Here's Edey. Another shot. The rebound by Richards.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
14.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the technical free throw is good. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through what Doris a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working, and the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent, they want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's our test. And it's off from three-point range. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by our test. Here's Richards. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Suns.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And Memphis with another turnover here.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Tyus Jones.
9 seconds left in the first half. He takes it in. Out to the right wing. Here's Bull. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Edey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out. He continues to just make them pay.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Richards. It's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And so here's Memphis. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. It's stolen by Jones. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Poked away. Ells with the steal. It's stolen by Jones. 4-on-3 break. Pass to O'Neal. Allen right side. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Richards jams it in off the great move.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Edey. Here's the 3. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Edey's got 11 points.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
From outside the arc, Edey can't hit. O'Neal looking around. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. He's got 7.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Booker. Outside Artest. Wants to get it to Booker and does. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now, Bain. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Edey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Time ball. Substitution on the court.
Phoenix controlling this game. Outside our test. Back to Booker. Shoots over Merrill. No good from Booker. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Back to Merrill. Pass to Jerome. And another miss by Memphis. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to. Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Merrill can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Durant just inside the line. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
Lets the three fly. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And he lays it straight in. KD's got 22.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Here's Jerome. Here's Aldama. And so it's the Phoenix Suns way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They've got a big advantage.
68.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's the Suns' ball. It's Durant on the wing. No good from outside.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Merrill can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And stolen by Booker. Poked loose. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Jerome. Beyond the arc.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
Releases. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Jerome. Plays it up and banks it in.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
For 3, Durant gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Aldama. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Here's our test, and he dunks it down.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Merrill. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Durant. From the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. KD's got 31 points.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Merrill gets the bucket.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And finished off by KD.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Kennard for 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
From the line. And again, Memphis no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Outside, KD. Fires for 3. Devin Booker, and that's good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
"15 seconds left in the game. Here's Jerome. Pass to Kennard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one.